Afternoon baseball for you on a fine Sunday afternoon from Coors Field in Denver. Today we wrap up the road trip with the third of 3 between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. Division rivals do battle next. Kyle Freeland is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty V, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
At the plate, John Jay. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. These Rockies guys 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now 79 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Ground ball right side. Desmond with a great slide. Applies the tag, and he is out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He takes a fastball on the inside corner. Freeland has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this. In a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often, you need at least 1 or 2 guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
1 out, nobody on. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one just missed outside. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players, because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
LeMahieu backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Boy, D-Row, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pollock. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But, hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and, hey, that's part of the game.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Ahmed. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. As a look, now the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Ahmed brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Clay Buchholz gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one. Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but this will be a foul ball. And that one stayed too low, apparently. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. swing and a liner. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line, a fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
In is Gerardo Parra, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. LeMahieu leads off second with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Now at the plate, Charlie Blackmon, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. One out and a runner on third. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Set. Here's the 3-1. 3-2 full count. A man at third with one away. This is line to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Stepping into the box, Nolan Arenado. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. He's set and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty. Power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Skied into straightaway right. Jay has a read on it. And the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Second inning upcoming here in Denver. The Rockies are out in front, 1-0. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He'll get us started in the top of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Little chopper back his way. And a barehanded attempt, but he can't get his palm around it.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
He's set. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Nobody out, runner on first. 1-1 the count to Jake Lamb. Lamb, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was taken in the 6th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
2 balls and a strike now. Well, 3-1 now.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So striding in, Jeff Mathis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Now at the plate, Clay Buchholz, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Marte, the runner at third. Lamb at second. Mathis at first with no outs. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Strike 3 called, and that's a big out, number 1.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
In now is John Jay. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. Jay, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 2nd round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. As a look, now the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gonzalez on the run. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the 2nd run of the inning.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and stepping in, the power hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. This is line to left. Parra will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the D-backs 2 and the Rockies 1. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd.
Hallo, Gonzalez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
And a fastball just a bit up. Gonzalez, a Venezuelan-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
2 balls and a strike to Carlos Gonzalez. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Set to follow here is Ian Desmond. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Gonzalez rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores, and the Rockies have tied it. It's a 2-2 game. Now to the plate, Ian Desmond. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Runners on the move for second. Ground ball left side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather, picket and grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
Striding in for the Rockies, Tony Walters, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Way in front of that fastball. Story, the runner at second with 1 away. And it's quickly 0-2. Walters is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Struck him out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Kyle Freeland, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A ball and a strike.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the 2nd inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team. than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Rockies forced to settle for one. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 2-2. Gotta love the natural beauty of Denver's surrounding areas, and we thank you for joining us for Matinee Baseball on the show today. Digging in to try it again, A.J. Pollock. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Fastball called strike 1-2. Popped him up. Desmond in foul ground, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting, Nick.
Stepping up now, Nick Ahmed. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And Gonzalez will put this one away for route number 2.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Standing in, Ketel Marte. First offering on its way. Sliders in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Lifted in the air out to right. On the move is Gonzalez. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd, all even at 2 apiece.
DJ LeMahieu.
From the stretch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Here's the pitch. Called strike over the outside corner.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1-2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
The 2-2. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
From 0-2 to 3-2, What a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Into the box, Gerardo Parra, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side. And there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Now in the box, Charlie Blackmon. He hit a sac fly earlier. He's set, and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pollock is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We're through 3, tied 2 apiece. Stepping up to the plate, Jake Lamb, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 drilled right back up the middle. Story brings it in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The catcher, number 2, Jeff Mathis.
Into the box, Jeff Mathis. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed up a little high.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
There's a belt high strike to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Chopped weakly to the left. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Clay Buckholz.
Ready for another chance. Clay Buckholz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Popped up. And Arenado will make the catch to retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, all even at 2 apiece. Striding in, Nolan Arenado. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Nolan Arenado.
He's set. Here it comes. It's a swinging bunt up the line. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Jay has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The right fielder, number 5, Hallo, Gonzalez.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in, the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
0-1, here it comes. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
A base hit in his first trip. Ready with the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, John Jay. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Therefore it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Eduardo Escobar.
Ready once again, Eduardo Escobar earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Takes a knee-high fastball. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he is in there. So just like that, there's a runner at third with 2 away as we give you a look there at the league leaders in triples. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, A.J. Pollock. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
In now, Nick Ahmed. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the 1-0. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And a fastball just a bit high.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now a snap throw to first and a dive, but he's back in there. And another snap throw to the bag, and he'll dive back in. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. Home half of the 5th coming up. Arizona's on top, 3-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ian Desmond. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. hit on the ground out to short. Ahmed has it. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Now batting, catcher, Tony Walters.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
0-1. Here's the pitch. A wave and a miss.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
And they're hoping one hit turns into maybe 2 or 3, I'm sure.
Now batting, pitcher, Kyle Freeland.
Into the box now, Kyle Freeland. This will show bunt, but pull it back for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Shows bunt here, but this one misses. Ball 3.
It's amazing, I tell you. This guy's been absolutely cruising. The pitcher comes to the plate. You're thinking it's an easy out. You lose focus, let your guard down for a second. Now he's got a 3-ball count.
The 3-1. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 5 innings complete. D-backs out in front, 3-2. Up next for Arizona, Nick Ahmed. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Nick Ahmed.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
To 1-2 now.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Popped him up. LeMahieu is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Now the pitch. Fouled off. The next 0-2. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside. Towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tough, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Jake Lamb standing in now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. And he'll snap one over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Marte, base runner at first with 1 out. Runner's going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Arizona. They're up 3-2. In is Gerardo Parra. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Fielder, Gerardo Parra.
Here's the first pitch to him. Left side, but well foul. Here's the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Two and one to Gerardo Parra. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bounce to first. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, first basemen aren't exactly known for being fleet of foot, but he's got to make this play. He came off the bag in time. He just couldn't knock the ball down before it got into right field.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Here's Nolan Arenado, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. The 1-0. Knuckles into the zone for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. None out, runners at first and second. Skied into very shallow right. Jay has a read on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. The relay, and he's safe.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Riding in once again, Carlos Gonzalez. And they're runners at the corners now. From the stretch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
The batter, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Digging in, Trevor Story. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. The 2-1. Line toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's a 3-3 game.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Stepping in now, Ian Desmond, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Too high. And it's 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
3-1 to the Rockies left fielder.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jay will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Rockies forced to settle for 1. We're through 6 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Tight one on our hands. All tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Mike Dunn will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jordan Patterson will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Jeff Mathis. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 home. Here's a fastball looked at for a strike. The 1-1. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
John Ryan Murphy will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 36, John Ryan Murphy.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Murphy, once a Minnesota Twin. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. So 1-1. 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now is John Jay as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Ready with the 0-2. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Boy, that's a crazy at bat right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets the 3rd one, and he hits a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
1-0 pitch on the way. Favorable call in there for a strike. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gonzalez has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, first baseman, Goldschmidt.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First delivery to him on the way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders. And this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Hit softly on the ground to third. He's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair. No change in the score. It's 3-3. TJ McFarland gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. That'll bring up Tony Walters. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Catcher, Tony Walters.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Now batting, first baseman.
Settling in now, Jordan Patterson. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. One out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that 2nd out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 8th inning coming up. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Adam Ottavino has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Ready now, A.J. Pollock. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. The Humidor certainly doing its job so far as you get a look at our line score for this one. A low-scoring affair, very unlike the first 10 years or so of baseball here in Denver. Digging in once again, Nick Ahmed. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Look out, 2-0 now.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
The 2-0 on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Two and 2. Hit on the ground out to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Martin.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
One and 0 pitch on the way. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
set. Here's the 3-1. Slider up that he gets a call on. Sent out to straightaway center field. Blackman is under it, and that's the third out. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Score remains tied at 3-3. In is Gerardo Parra. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Left fielder, Gerardo Parra.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 0-1 on its way. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. The 0-2 delivery. And he misses there. 1-2.
I think you could have an argument for that first pitch that it could have been off the plate, but there was certainly no debate with that one. That missed by a ton.
Still 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Number 19, Charlie Blackman.
So coming to the plate, Charlie Blackman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
The 1-0 is taken, strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. A bouncer to the left side. Lamb comes up with it. And he'll get in there safely. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Diamondbacks have elected to...
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Here's Nolan Arenado, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Escobar has a read on it, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Still tied 3-3. Jake McGee will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Jake Lamb standing in now. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Digging in now, Jeff Mathis. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. That's a tough take.
0-1's the count.
One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Para. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The pitcher number 30, T.J. McCarman.
Daniel Descalso will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Daniel Descalso.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Standing in now, John Jay, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. One and 1 to the D-backs leadoff man. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Now the 2-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Para is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. The Rockies looking to send their fans home happy. The bottom of the 9th inning is coming up. Andrew Chafin enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Striding into the box, Carlos Gonzalez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Right fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike. The 0-1. A bounce to the left side. And this is through into left, and there's your possible winning run aboard on a leadoff single.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap, and he gets to be the hero himself.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? One there. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. A dive, but he's back. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, a double play. And we are heading to extra innings. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 10th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. David Dahl will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 26.
Zach Roscoe takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Zach Roscoe.
Eduardo Escobar will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Eduardo Escobar.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. The 2-0 on the way. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Splits the plate for a strike. And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready for another shot now, Paul Goldschmidt. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Bases are empty, one man out. One ball and one strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. And there's ball 2 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Lifted in the air to center. Moving under it, Blackman. And he makes the catch for the second out. In now, A.J. Pollard. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
And that one just missed outside. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Blackman will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Jorge De La Rosa comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Digging in, Tony Walters. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 delivery. Hit on the ground out to short. And he'll let it fly from deep in the hole. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Into the box, Jordan Patterson, and he fouls this one off. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Possible winning run aboard here, nobody out. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
In now, DJ LeMahieu. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind it to count 2-0.
And here's a fastball for a strike, 2-1 now. The high fastball is in there. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Now ball line softly down the right field line, foul. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? There's 1. Back to first. It's a double play, and we've got more baseball coming our way as the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. 10 innings in the books. On to the 11th. Still tied. Stepping in, Nick Ahmed. He'll kick things off here in the 11th. Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Hard hit toward the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side, not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Stepping in now, Ketel Marte, and he pops up the bunt attempt. There to make the catch is Arenado for the first down.
Now batting,
Jake Lamb standing in now. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. David Peralta will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
number 6, David Peralta.
In there, strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers and 31 RBIs. The 0-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Jeff Mathis. Missed with a breaking ball. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. No change in the score. It's 3-3. David Peralta is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 6.
So stepping in, Gerardo Parra. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Now for the Rockies, left fielder, Gerardo Parra.
Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Peralta. He's there, but oh, he missed it. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
The center fielder, number 19.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. And he looked to move that winning run to third as he puts this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Here's Nolan Arenado. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Stepping into the box, David Dahl. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Number 66 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 66.
Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And the runner's coming home. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. The tag, and he is out. Trying to steal home. Boy. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. The 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Oh, and this is lined into center field. It's down for a base hit. And they're going to walk off with a 4-3 victory.
Well, that at-bat shows clearer than anything that some guys, they have that clutch gene, and some guys just don't. He brings home the winning run from second and is being absolutely mobbed by his teammates. What a finish!
For the Rockies this afternoon, the big contribution came from this man, Carlos Gonzalez. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Colorado get their 20th home win this year. Zach Roska wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 3 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game RTD trains on the C line to Mineral and the E line to Lincoln are available down the street at Union Station. Bus service is available.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, Zach Roska grabbed his 4th victory out of the pen, leading the Rockies to a win against the Diamondbacks, 4-3. As of today, the Rockies are in 2nd place in the NL West, and the Diamondbacks are 3rd in the division. A.J. Ellis had a home run and 3 RBIs, leading the Padres past the Marlins, 4-3. Entering the day's action, the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East, while the Padres are in last place in the NL West. The Washington Nationals finished off a 3-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Giants 7-6. The win was their 6th in a row. At the start of the day, the Nationals are atop the National League East division, and the Giants sit in 4th place in the National League West. The Dodgers completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Braves 7-2. Heading into the day, the Dodgers are atop the NL West, and the Braves are in 3rd place in the NL East. The New York Yankees picked up 14 hits in total as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-4. In the standings, the Mets sit in 3rd place in the National League East division, while the Yankees sit in 2nd place in the American League East division. The Philadelphia Phillies pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home 3-1. As of today, the Phillies sit in 2nd place in the National League East division, while the Brewers are in 2nd place in the NL Central. The Cubs brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-1. It was their 5th straight victory. As of right now, the Cubs are atop the NL Central, and the Pirates are 4th in the division. The St. Louis Cardinals combined for a 4-hitter as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 7-3. Heading into the day, the Reds sit in last place in the National League Central Division, and the Cardinals are 3rd in the division. The Mariners combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 3-2. In the standings, the Rays sit in last place in the American League East Division, while the Mariners are in first place in the AL West. The Toronto Blue Jays pounded out 17 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-7. At the start of the day, the Blue Jays are in third place in the AL East, while the Orioles are fourth in the division. Carlos Rodon grabbed the victory, his fourth of the year, leading the White Sox to the win over the Red Sox 5-3. As of today, the Red Sox sit in first place in the American League Eastern Division, while the White Sox are in second place in the AL Central. The Cleveland Indians swatted 4 home runs in this one as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 7-0. Entering the day's action, the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division, while the Indians are atop the division. Tyler Duffy collected win number 2 on the year as the Twins pushed past the Angels 2-1. Heading into the day, the Twins are in third place in the AL Central, while the Angels are in third place in the AL West. The Kansas City Royals combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-1. As of right now, the A's are in fourth place in the AL West, and the Royals are in fourth place in the AL Central. The Houston Astros got 11 hits overall as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 6-3. At the start of the day, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division, and the Astros are second in the division. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.